Start the recording. So first, would you mind just introducing yourself and your creative career?
My name is Peggy Sands, and I have been, it's interesting, my creative career. I've been a professional artist since I was 23, no, 16. I've been, creativity has sort of run through me my entire life. So pretty much everything I've done in my life has been creative. And been a professional artist for many years, been illustrator, I do graphic design, been a baker. I do, creativity does not fit in, oh, I'm painting a painting. Creativity is really how you do something as far as I'm concerned. So for me, cleaning is very creative. And for me, it's been a lifetime project of whatever I do to pull my creativity into it. Because when you're creating, you're having fun. I'm in the creative flow. I'm having a blast. And the actual creating is the fun thing, not the, oh, that's a nice painting, or, oh, whatever. It's being in that wonderful flow. So that's my creative career. And then there's, public art and murals in various parts of the world and selling work for many, many years in Europe. And um, there's the whole, what would you call it? The list of things I've done and interviews. And, that's, to me, I have to say, I find that stuff really crap. I've got it hidden on my website, if you want to see my CD, but you really have to find it. I just think that's creativity is about at all. Unfortunately, it's what the world looks to to say somebody's a creative person or not. I've juried art shows, and how many interviews and how many magazines has she been put in. It's just so, it's just so wrong. Fix my hair. I can't mess with it too much, it'll just stand out straight. So that's my creative career and my thoughts on that.
Wonderful. Also, a side note I forgot to mention in the beginning is when you're answering my questions, I'm going to be muting myself just so you're not getting any feedback from my end. So just in case you're wondering why I'm not like saying anything back to you, that's why. But yeah, wonderful. And obviously COVID-19 has had a huge impact on you, but would you mind just explaining how it has impacted your life and livelihood?
Well, the way I've been making money these days has been, I own a house in Sedona, which I Airbnb'd. So that, crashed and burned. I had to shut that down. And people are not advertising right now. People, everybody's pulling back. So the design work has gone way, way, way down. Pretty much flatlined. So that's, my livelihood has been, interesting. Then for me personally, um, I don't know what this disease is going to end up doing to me. I have been tired. It's affecting my memory and my brain, which is very weird. I still have something going on in my throat, which has been going on for a month. It's affecting my heart. It's affecting, and I have a mild case. I was never terribly sick. I just got permission from the doctor day before yesterday that I could go out. I've been housebound for a month, if you can imagine what that's like. And but mostly, the thing that's weird with coronavirus is that you have no energy to do anything. My creativity also flows from how much energy I have and how alive I feel. It's an overflow. And you just don't have that. You don't have, it's weird. You don't have much of anything. And I'm older, so it's going to affect me um, more than a young person, but I don't know what the end result of this is going to be because I'm not through it yet. I mean, I just wish everybody would wear a mask. We could get through this in a hurry. It's so stupid. And what's amazing to me about coronavirus, for anyone who's interested, I've been sheltering in place since March because I'm high risk because of my age, over 50, and blood type A positive. I never went out without a mask. I never went into any store more than 15 minutes. I run in and out of Trader Joe's, run in and out of Costco. And then that was it. I haven't seen friends since March, nothing. And what I do is I ride my bike and I'm on the bike path, and the protocol for the bike paths is you don't wear your mask, and when somebody's coming along, you put the mask up. You must know this. Yeah, so where everybody's going along. And there are people on the bike paths running who don't have masks. And the only thing I can think of how I picked this up is from that. Either that or I was in Home Depot in one area for waiting at the desk, the tool desk. There's two people around me, a guy behind the counter. And I was there for half an hour. And one guy ran in the side door with a bandana, walked really close to me and walked back, then came out, but didn't come close to me. So I'm going, how in hell did I get this? Everything in my house when I walk in is disinfected at the door. My friends think I'm crazy and anal. And so that's my little coronavirus wrap. It is, so many people who have it have no idea how they got it and have been incredibly careful. So it's contagious. It's
Yeah.
really contagious.
I'm very, very sorry to hear about everything, and I'm hoping that I'm hoping that you're on the mend, but a month is a long, long time. I can't even imagine.
I have a mild case. I have a friend who's been 3.5 months in acute pain and his lung capacity doesn't work, and
Oh
he's
no.
considering suicide at this point because he's in so much pain.
Ugh,
Nothing. Yeah, it's bad news. It hits some people really hard. Most people, it's just going to be a drag for a month or two, but some people,
dang.
it's really, really horrific. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not good.
I'm very sorry.
Oh,
Um, but well, there's not much more, that I can feel or say. It's just it's a shame. Um,
yeah,
so
thank you.
yeah, so you've obviously been awarded a COVID-19 work project stipend. Would you mind just briefly telling me about your project and how it can promote connectivity in the neighborhood?
Um, what I wanted to do is bring a little bit of fun and a little bit of silliness in, because we're all in such a heavy space with the political, also with coronavirus, and everybody's flipped. And so I wanted to do something a little bit silly that I could probably find something. So what I want to do is little things on the ends of pipe cleaners that are kind of hanging in the wind. And this has been something I've been doing on the side my whole life, where, I have what I call my high art, which is, professional. It looks good, looks like it, and whatever. And then I have the fun stuff. And that started when I was at RISD, and I'm doing my high art. And then I'd sit in the corner of my studio and do these weird little drawings and fun stuff. And the guy next to me was a very serious artist, and he was doing environmental art, and he was busy smacking. We had dividers between the studio, like just not walls. And he decided to like cut a hole in the between my studio and his. I'm like, what are you doing? So I put all these little people on pipe cleaners hanging out, like weird little people, silly looking, you know. How do I explain? And anyway, so they were all on pipe cleaners and they're all like facing into his studio, kind of waving into the breeze, like, what are you doing? And that has all evolved from that, you know, just this like weird little circus. It was all going along my wall of the studio, and just fun, you know, just fun, and make people stop and laugh and go, that's kind of interesting. And so that's what I want to put around Boulder. My neighborhood is Boulder. My neighborhood is not just this little section of Boulder as far as I'm concerned. So, you know, I want to do this at Trader Joe's if I can get permission, just on the wall. How it would promote connectivity is how it just would get people talking. You know, it's like, what's that? You know, just all these little things waving in the breeze, little collection of stuff. So when I'm better, I will start playing with this.
Lovely. I can't wait to see them popping up.
Check out. Me too.
Hopefully very soon, you know? Yeah, that's amazing. So finally, is there anything else you'd like to share?
I'm not getting your last question.
Oh, sorry. Finally, is there anything else you'd like to share?
No, thank you. I mean, this has been I just appreciate the city of Boulder, you know, taking care of artists in this way as they do, and I just hope we can all get through this. I mean, but yeah, big thanks, big thanks. It was very inspiring to get this project. You know, it's like, yeah, somebody cares, because artists live, I call it the hermit kingdom of art. We are in our studios when we're not doing whatever we need to do to make money. We're generally not very social people. And you're alone on your own. You don't know if anybody's seeing your work or not. You're just putting it out and putting it on your website or whatever. So it's very appreciated. And it was a real boost for me as well. Made a big difference.
Great. I'm glad to hear that.